What's up, everyone? This is Miss Rosewood, and I'm bringing you Miss Rosewood Speaks, where we discuss beauty, wisdom, and knowledge. Before I get into this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. What's up, everyone? Today's video, I would like to discuss, are people over traveling? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Yes. Are people over traveling? Social media has been prevalent within the past 15 years, and content creation has become more of a job than a hobby in 2026. With content creation being at such an all-time high, I've been noticing so many people are pressed to travel. This is the most traveling era I have seen. People don't even do game nights, family nights, barbecues anymore because everybody wants to travel. I grew up where you plan your vacations accordingly, you plan your trips accordingly, 3 to 6 months in advance, maybe even a year in advance. This is the most jet-setting generation I have ever seen. Jet-setting. I wake up every day, I go on social media, there's a story, there's a reel, somebody's away, traveling, doing this. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it. But really, like, the question I have behind it is, what is the real deal behind it? What is the real point behind it? Traveling is a beautiful experience. Me personally, I travel myself. I have some stamps on my book, and I even got some miles. I got 2 mile cards with 2 major airlines that I truly appreciate and love. So let's not sit here and say, well, you must not travel. I travel where I am very well traveled. Granted, I have more states on my book than international travels because me personally, when I'm internationally traveling, I like to plan it months in advance. Especially if it's an international country that doesn't speak the same language as me. I like to make sure I understand the rules, learn some basic words, greetings, look on certain apps, try to learn some things. I just feel like there's this influx where everybody wants to get up, catch flight deals, Google flights, and look up deals and just go. And that's a beautiful thing. But it's also a beautiful thing when you have the resources and the time and the money to do it. A lot of people are not really resourced and have the resources to do that. Traveling is nothing new. It's always been a thing, but it's coming to a point where other countries do not even want us there. When I say do not want us, U.S. citizens. Social media has made traveling a photo op and not an experience. You have so many people jet setting for photo shoot pictures and a stamp. They're refusing to learn the culture, they're refusing to learn the rules, and even express etiquette while in these countries. When I say this is a photo op, I see people post more pictures in the airport than actually doing activities within that land. There are so many people who've been to so many countries. Like I heard people have at least 20 countries under their belt. Can't even remember what they did or why they were there. So many people are just looking for photo ops, looking to post, looking to just share on their stories. Half the time people land in a country and they just get drunk and take pictures and they don't even know where they was at or what they did. They can't even tell you what a famous beverage was or a cultural beverage or a cultural food was. All they care about is just getting that photo op. And this is causing a delusion within society because you have younger generations that are like, oh, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that. And they don't realize traveling is thousands of dollars. Who has thousands of dollars to spend every 6 to 8 weeks traveling? I see people going away every 6 to 8 weeks. Thousands of dollars, or are they really traveling how we think they are? Sometimes I feel like people too be getting these little cheap B&Bs in the hood and making their way out by the grace of God, you know. As I stated before, I watch people travel multiple countries within a year's time frame and they can't even remember or name anything of value from that country. They can't name a cultural dish. They can't name a cultural food. They can't even name the president, the prime minister. They can't even name the capital. They can't even say they've seen the embassy building, nothing. This brings to my attention that all people doing this for the gram and not themselves. People are literally wasting hundreds and thousands of dollars for photos. And while other people are posting these pictures on Facebook and Instagram to look like they're living the life, you have regular people like me. Well, not really like me because I travel, but I travel with intention. You have regular people like most in their living room watching on Facebook and Instagram, and actually, those are the ones living their best lives. And we just take time in between to go to these places and we take note. But I feel like the people in their living room, maybe for 365 days out of the year, watching these Instagrams and watching these Facebook stories and these reels, those are the ones that are living their best lives. I also notice people who over travel, sometimes they don't like where they live. They don't like their home. I've met so many people, they are pressed to travel, catch a flight deal. But when they go home, they hate it. They can't think in their house. They can't be at peace in their house. They may not live in the best conditions. I feel like all that time and energy you take to travel each and everywhere, take that energy and invest in your home. I'm not saying you got to buy $1 million home. No, invest in a nice apartment, a decent apartment, affordable apartment. Set it up. Make sure it's homely, it's clean, it's cleansed. Some people, people who travel so much, but you go to their home, they don't even have ketchup. They don't even have bottled water. They don't even have tea. You're spending all this time and effort going places, but you don't even have the proper essentials for yourself to just come home and relax your mind and be at peace. You're finding validation. You're trying to find validation in the sky. It's like how they say somebody have a need for speed, especially them who ride motorcycles and they need new motorcycles and they got to ride their motorcycles every day. It's no different than jet setting. Some people just have a need to just have that adrenaline rush to get up, go to the airport, jet set. Traveling is a beautiful thing. I travel at least 2 to 3 times a year, whether it's within the United States or internationally. But I can't travel all the time. It's draining. The airports, the security checks, making sure you got the proper items. Even if you got the proper items, TSA still pulling you to the side, telling you what is this, what is that. I enjoy traveling once I get to the destination, but I cannot stand the TSA and waiting around for the plane, sitting around waiting. And let's not forget about the airport and the expensive prices, because you get hungry after a while. You got to buy something while waiting. I also notice people who are travelholics, they're not like I said, they're not happy at home. They are not happy at home, and a lot of them, they're lonely. And they're lonely when they get back home. They try not to worry about the things that really bothers them or things that they need to work on, like jobs, employment, family. They need to focus on that and just reset. A lot of people feel like they're better than their hometown, but they refuse to focus on themselves to level up from being in their hometown. I notice this a lot with men too. A lot of men who don't have good relationships with their children, they jet set hop, and you know what they probably jet setting and hopping to do. But you'll go to another city, spend money and look like the boss, but you come home and you got court orders, you got papers on the mailbox, lien releases, things like that. But you just traveled to this foreign country and you feel like you was the boss or you was the man. Why you just can't take at least 6 to 12 months to focus on your life here in the United States? Take time to understand what exactly you need to do to boss up your life. Even if you need to get a new car, a better car, even a car, do that. Just that, and then prancing around different countries like you the boss is not really a thing. And it's to the point now, a lot of countries are starting to laugh at us. People flaunting around that U.S. passport, that passport went down, man. That passport went down. The Asian cultures are laughing at us, seriously. And so many people, they just walk around like, yeah, I got my passport. Yeah, I got my passport. And it's a beautiful thing to have your passport. We should have our passport, especially if you're a citizen with no felonies and no records. But start to learn how to take pride within your home and within yourself. That's another reason why, too, I feel like this country is going down into the dumps. People taking more pride in doing other things than taking pride in their hometown within themselves to bring light and bring shine to their town and their region, which brings light and shine to the country. People are quick to flex up on the next person because they've been here, here, and here, but they can't even take care of their home. You can't even sit in your home for 90 days straight. That's not a flex. That is not a flex. You cannot sit in your home for 90 days straight. Granted, if you got it like that, cool. But a lot of people don't really have it like that as they try to pretend. That's why I said before, us people sitting in the living room on our phones, watching TV on Facebook, we the real ones winning. Especially if your house is set up how you like it. It don't matter if you live in a studio, one bedroom, even if you live in a room for rent. As long as your living quarters are set up and comfortable, clean, you got food in the fridge, you could go make you some tea, some coffee, a bagel with butter and cream cheese. That's what counts. A lot of people don't have groceries, but you see them online flexing up with things. A lot of people don't even have proper bed sets, but they outside flexing every weekend, online jet setting. This is just my take on it. Are people over traveling? Are people travelholics? Let me know and comment down below.